Good morning, everybody. Back again with another video. I'm gonna start this one off again with another joke. Go something like this. Says, why do baby chicks say cheap, cheap, cheap? Well, the reason is because they can't say expensive, expensive, expensive. It's lame, but it is what it is. Anyway, this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what I've been interested in here the last few weeks. Been watching a lot of videos actually on YouTube. Follow a couple of guys on here that talk about quantum physics and laws of attraction, stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting to me, the whole quantum physics thing, because they talk about the vibration of human beings and the energy, just that we are actually energy in motion, basically. And everything I've seen, it links to me there. It all makes sense, the whole quantum physics stuff, but the part that kind of puzzles me is why, like, the people who know a lot more about it than I do, I'm sure, it's proof that everything came from a source. But the problem is a lot of them don't want to give the source credit, who I believe, which is my belief, doesn't have to be yours. God is the source. There's no, in my opinion, there's no doubt about it. But for some reason they can't just say that it's God, and I don't know, why. It just baffles me how something so clear, and a lot of the scientists and guys like that, or people like that, can't just say that it's God. And anyway, it brings up a lot of thoughts in my mind. I think a lot of what my Lord Jesus did and said and tried to enlighten us with or teach us is kind of confirmed by some of the quantum physics stuff. I actually was talking to my brother, texting him after I started looking into it, and he's a philosophy, probably a doctor by now, and he studies religions and all that stuff. And I told him, I said, to me it seems like this could be, there's a link here between quantum physics and what, God, and a lot of the understanding of the universe and how it all works. And he texted me back and he said, Einstein said basically that same thing, that it's how we'll discover the link between spirit and what we perceive as reality, our everyday lives. But I don't know, it's pretty interesting to me. It's just kind of exciting and disappointing and at the same time, because like I say, I just see humanity not grabbing it, and understanding that God is the source. Or maybe they do understand that, but for some reason they won't come out and say that God's the source. They just call it source. But anyway, and on top of that, it kind of brings me to what me and my wife were talking about on Sunday. We were talking about how the Bible speaks of generational curses and things like that. And you know, it's kind of hard to explain in just a few minutes, but it's possible that the generational curse is basically an attitude handed down from, or a mindset, not really an attitude, I guess, handed down from family generation to generation. You hear it all the time, like my wife was saying, that it's in our blood or whatever, some family tradition or something like that, as far as like addictions and things like that. And I think as spiritual people, you can speak out against that stuff. It's not something you have to follow. It's, you have a choice to break it and make this life whatever you want it to be. I think that's what Christ's main intention was, to teach us that we're much more than daily perception. You can be or see or do anything you want. It's just a matter of that spiritual belief, spiritual focus. It's, like the laws of attraction stuff, they talk about how, where your focus is and stuff like that. That's pretty much how you're gonna see day to day. If you're constantly, chasing after money, and then the day it don't happen, or you think this is gonna work and it doesn't, then it's negativity that just piles up in there, and then you actually can't see yourself or can't feel the way that you think you would feel if you had whatever it is you're seeking. And the trick is living like you already do have it, like and honestly, I don't know, I've been a pretty content guy most of my life, and it seems like when I think negatively about something or whatever, it doesn't come to pass, and it just seems to be showing up more. Seems that I can perceive it, I guess, or see it more in my life, that's what's happening. And I just want to encourage everybody to be positive. I mean, there's going to be ups and downs and all that, but man, just be positive. Live like you already have whatever it is that you so desperately desire. Try to put yourself how you're going to feel that way, what it's going to make you feel emotionally and all that kind of stuff, and more than likely it'll come to you. Just put God first, family second, and enjoy life. It shouldn't be as hard as we're all trying to make it out to be. But anyway, like and subscribe if you can, or I'm sure you can if you just will. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I will come at you next time with something different maybe. Thanks.